Welcome to Boo Mania, Manitoba's largest Halloween attraction. I'm here this week with 30 with the team.
Indeed, we are gathered here today to talk about the spirit of Halloween. You know what? I don't know. Like, do I need an accent for this costume? I'm having trouble.
Are you a bush? Are you a sniper? Or what are you? A guy like
He's a woolly mammoth.
Too. I don't know. I mean, like Jay is dressed as a woman.
I just showed up today. I don't know. I didn't even know we were doing a Halloween thing. So, okay. Whatever. I thought I was pretty good.
And well, you know, it's funny because when we were getting costumed up for this 30 with the team, one of our new producers, Jenna, said that she wasn't surprised by any of our costumes. That
You know what I wasn't surprised by? Mitchell's abs.
No.
right?
I
thought about doing shirtless sports talk for a while.
He
But
was saying he's been doing CrossFit for a while.
I have, and thankfully,
yeah.
because my legs actually don't leave much to the imagination anymore.
We all knew you had him. We just didn't know you were going to show him.
Yeah,
That's good.
exactly.
Well, yes, I mean, we're going to talk about Halloween, all three segments today, and that makes sense because we can't talk about city politics.
Yeah.
No, it's true. We really can't. No.
Even though those are spooky too.
It's true. You know, just staying with the spirit of Halloween now, I'm interested if we were talking about the undead and an undead person or someone you wanted to interview, who might that undead person be?
For me, it's a 16th century astronomer named Tycho Brahe. And I'll tell you why I would interview this guy. He is the most interesting person in the history of everything.
Okay.
He had a metal nose.
Metal nose?
He lost his nose in a duel about math. He lost his nose in a duel about math. He owned a dwarf named Jeb who he believed was clairvoyant. He owned an elk which died because he got the elk drunk on beer and it fell down the stairs. I kid you not. And best of all, he died eventually because he held his pee for too long, because he was at a table with a king at a huge dinner, and it was poor etiquette to leave the table before the king. You were supposed to get up before the king. So he held it in, and then eventually when he got home, he couldn't go anymore because he had some sort of crazy infection.
It was like that episode of Seinfeld where they're in the parking garage.
Yes, exactly. So he wrote his own epitaph because he knew he was dying, and his epitaph was, "Lived like a sage, died like a fool."
Oh my goodness.
Best ever.
So what happens if you interview him and you find out that it was all a lie? That he was
I would
just
like to
some
get to the
guy?
bottom of it. You know, then I would look for the newest, most interesting person in the history of everything. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
He's my guy.
Just keep your legs together, really. It's just
You know what? I've had enough of this. Okay.
Just, yes, that's way
This is
better.
uncomfortable.
I'm just cold.
Your
just
costume
cold.
essentially is you're wearing a blanket.
Yeah,
Over your leather jacket. Yeah.
She's an ogre and she's slowly getting into character.
I gotta say, you need a manicure pretty good.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what?
There is that.
It's all the better to feel those muscles.
Right, yes.
Things
yes,
just
there we go.
creepy in here.
Creepy, really creepy.
Yes, only now have they just gotten.
Casey, when it comes to interviewing people, is there anybody, like, is it for you, is it the entertainment world? Is somebody you wish you could have, or what
Well,
is it?
someone I would love to would be Grace Kelly, but dressed like this is not appropriate. I would like to call back Vincent Price, just to hear him laugh.
So you would just tell him jokes?
He is like,
Tickle him?
yeah, you know what? I don't know. Maybe there was
Finally,
a
I'm back from the dead. I'm going to go see my family. No, I'm going to leave for 5
You're
minutes.
gonna get
Yeah,
And that's it. That's all you get for those 5 minutes. And
I
then
know. Oh, he's the ultimate bad,
he is.
evil, scary. Well, next to Boris Karloff. Dude. Yes. So yeah.
I growing up, one of my favorite movie trilogies was Back to the Future, and so I've always just wondered like what it would be like just to go back and see things as it happened, or go to the future. But I always wanted to just go back and see things as they happened. But actually, when I think about the actual people I'd like to meet, I couldn't decide between two fat British guys from. I mean Winston Churchill. I just can't decide between Winston Churchill and Alfred Hitchcock.
Winston Costello.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Oh, that's
You already have to laugh.
I find it interesting that like Jay went back a few centuries with his, and like people, might think for me I'd want to interview a sports legend or something like that. Which I mean, Pat Burns, great NHL coach, and obviously a very storied coaching career. I would love to talk to him, but for me, my secret's always been I've been interested in like the Roman Empire, like the ancient Roman Empire. So a Julius Caesar would be great. I think there'd be just.
What
I
would
would
your
actually
question
learn
be?
something. I don't know. Like that's something I would really have to sit down and
Make
just be like,
sure you figure it out.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean,
Crap! I wish I'd asked.
I can't think.
So how does it feel to have a salad named after you? No!
Would you like some water? Okay, that's it. That's your question.
done. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I just think that would be really neat. Not dressed as Batman.
I was imagining you saying that like as Batman. Oh no, this would be really neat. I think. Yeah.
I can't take anything that you say seriously in that mask.
Abs, some sort.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I can take Jay seriously.
Well, because I came in like this. Most days of the week I come in like this, right? So
Yeah.
It looks like you got it tailored for you.
absolutely. This is actually custom made.
Custom
Yeah,
made.
It's
custom.
very flattering.
Yeah.
Have you told us who you would?
No, I haven't told you that. You know what? I thought about it a lot last night and in preparing, and then I started feeling guilty because I thought, if I should probably choose something for like the good of humanity, like like to solve a crime or something like that. But like barring that.
You're a sleuth. All of a sudden.
What if you brought someone back from the dead and they lied to you?
Oh man.
Yeah. Especially the sleuth thing.
Way too
Yeah.
complicated. No, but I think that I've always had a really, really big interest in stories that aren't told. And I took this really great course in university. I have a politics and religious studies degree. And in the religious studies aspect of things, we took this course called Women of Ancient Israel. And all of the thinking that we did around what their lives would be like was based on what wasn't there. So like you knew stuff about men because it was written about, and then you assumed that women weren't around because you didn't hear them. So it was like all of the thinking is based on absence, right?
Yeah.
And so I'd be interested to I don't know, Rebecca or whatever those women were in the Bible. There's a couple of them, handful.
It's along the same lines. A lot of the
Snow
stuff
White.
attributed to men is thought up and written and authored by women too, right? So that'd be
Right.
super interesting to find that stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's a really huge block of history. I mean, not that, hey, history is only, we only know the history that was actually written and kept, right?
It's true.
But,
I feel like we're making history right now.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Creepy history.
Well, we're gonna, I'm trying to sneakily look at how much time we've been talking. That wasn't very sneaky.
No, it's not. Especially
It's
because you
really
mentioned
hard
it.
in my costume.
We've established that the bush, actually someone left their mitts and their cell phone in the bush.
Yes, for sure.
And a snack. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and things are gonna get a little more serious.
More Boo Mania.